go. We coming this year, nigga. Ain't nothing free, so I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. Ain't nothing free, so I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. Ain't nothing free, so I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. I gotta get. Ain't nothing free, so I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. Hey, let me elaborate. Y'all niggas trying fake. I've been out here getting cake. It been a process to get my money straight. I remember them broke days when I ain't thought they could control. I just kept that hammer, homie, nigga, knock out your soul. If you ain't got my money on time, you better cash out. If you do that bad business, homie, don't even give me that. I've been staying out the way cause I ain't doing no dead time. Cause I ain't got time for you, little homie, I'm getting mine. Coolest nigga in the world, but don't try to test me. I won't never lead you astray, that's why the Lord bless me. I need no attention, I just keep the extension. That was me against the world, so I'm feeling like Pop. Chasing all this hundreds like I'm Zeke, but I'm from the block. Monetize the flow, just follow the formula. If you ain't trying to get that bread, then I'm ignoring ya. I'm looking for a way out, cause I'm trying to go global. These niggas ain't on they hustle, they ain't even mobile. These niggas ain't no soldier, that's what a nigga told ya. Elias Cash, nigga, ain't nothing free. So you know how it is when you be coming to DC. Ain't nothing free, so I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. I gotta get. Ain't nothing free, so I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. I gotta get.
I'm the realest in the D.O.B. Let me elaborate. Fuck your bitch at if you give a second. That ain't no exaggeration.
Salute, brothers. So, another day, another video, another quick little conversation between us. Now, I know that the title was a little disturbing, but dig it though. It's just a game. In the title, you had a bunch of more fair-skinned females out here, Europeans. Well, they appear to be of European descent, let me put it like that. Out here, summoning things, right? And to them, it was no harm, no foul, no none of that, right? In the movie, it was none of that. No harm, no foul. They were like, it's just a game, and they were hella serious about that right there to the end, until somebody got cracked. How does that title in that movie relate, right? The vast majority of women don't believe that shit is real until it's real, and they have to pay a price, and there's a bit of suffering. There's a bit of pain. There's a bit of shit's fucked up. There's a bit of damn, maybe I shouldn't have did this. And if you can talk to them all day and let them know that the vast majority of them will go through some shit, and it ain't gonna be pretty. Rolling butt naked downhill through razor wire type shit, and like, yeah, but, and they'll make all the excuses in the world because their sister did the same damn thing. The whole time, if that was your sister hoe, she would have told you what was real in the beginning. Half her titty cut off type shit. And instead of being honest with each other, they just lie. and keep lying and keep lying. And then they reinforce those lies with more lies, bro. Now in the movie, because I'm no movie expert or whatever, but I got eyes I can see. Up until the bitter fucking end, they were holding to it's just a game. Knowing good and goddamn well they summoned something from the pit of hell type shit, right? Damn, was like, it's just a game. It's not that serious. And they expected everyone to play by their same rules. Then, you know me, I started doing comparisons. I'm like, okay, cool. So let's compare this to what I see and witness in the real world. It's not that serious. It's just a game versus it's just child support. You just ain't the father, but you should still take care of it because we still got churn out here. It's just a divorce. It's just me stepping out on this good old girls trip over here. Well, I'm gonna do whatever, and you gonna take care of me, so everything will be alright. There are plenty of women that believe that your goddamn life, everything you've accomplished and everything you have gone through, it's just a game. They can wash, recycle, and replace, and find another man just like you or close to you, similar to you, that can render the same results, right? Until they get old enough and they can't. So myself personally, I believe if they keep that same attitude of it's just a game, maybe we should start adopting the same or similar attitude, like, oh, it's just some pussy, or it's just that's just your child. It's not mine. Start denying them the same favors. Start treating them the same way they treat you. Would that make you petty? Maybe, probably, but who really cares though? If you get judged for it. In the movie, one of the main characters was screaming, begging, pleading on some it's just a game. It's not that serious. Slim cracked open the fourth fucking circle of hell to bring something up just to talk to it and play with it. Too many women treat tangible, real things as though they're playthings. Kind of like they do these kids out here, right? Kind of like they do your legacies. It's not taken serious until they're forced to take it serious. Now, I'm not a wise man, but I've learned a lot. Learned a lot. Practiced. Consistent. What I do, I do very well. I'm also not a layman, but I'm educated, and I've seen a lot of bitches be very blasé blah with very real things that have real world consequences. But when it comes time to pay, they can't do it, or they refuse to. No, it's just a game. So I said, fuck it. After seeing that bullshit, right, here's some game for you, bro. In case you ain't know, here's some game for you. The same attitude they have in that particular piece of visual literature, that movie was whack, I ain't gonna lie. The same response you get from women in that movie you would get in real life. They want everything to be simplified down to a game, something simple, something easily manipulated, controlled, so on and so forth. From a great white fucking timber wolf to a goddamn pug. And you can't do that. You can't do that for them. They have a false sense of reality. Reality is what it is because, my nigga, it's reality. Pain is what it is because you put your hand on a hot fucking stove, or you grabbed a hot fucking skillet, or you goddamn ran a light and now you got T-bone. Like, they don't want they don't want to deal with reality. They want the dream. Now, in that movie, the little blonde-haired, blue-eyed chick, being one of the main characters, kept saying the same thing. It's just a game. It's just a game. It's just a game. Until it wasn't a game no fucking more. Is this not the same or similar mindset? They can practice witchcraft until it's time for their ass to pay the piper. They can cast on you until, karma come back round. They can do evil, all kinds of evil, all kinds of destructive, sacrilegious shit to you. But when it's time for them to pay, they're like, no, but why? It's not fair. It's just a game. The Western woman views life as being a game. It's not anything serious. Nothing of any circumstance, right? Until it's time for them to pay. Until it's time for them to ante up, right? I know I'm coming on at a random time that I would normally save this one for later, but I wanted to go ahead and get this out the way. Start giving them back that same energy. Hell, you see what the whole soft guy era thing did to them. They lost their fucking shit off that one. And it was a joke. It was a meme. It was never meant to be anything of any real circumstance. Up until they start taking it serious. Bitch, pay my mortgage. And my car note. You don't make enough, you don't qualify. The whole thing with the plumber that came along that we all gave some energy to just goes to show that all these hoes can't take a joke. Because the moment they get checked and brought back to reality, they start spazzing out, right? Melting down. The vast majority of them are already up shit's creek with no fucking paddle, and their ultimate bailout plan is you. So let's just call that what the fuck that is. Assuming that life is just a game and you will never, ever have any consequences to pay for your actions. It's not a world men can exist and live in. We know there's consequences. We know we have to fucking grind. We have to work. We have to make shit happen. We gotta move. We gotta move mountains. We gotta motherfucking make shit happen. Them, not so much. The reason why I chose that thumbnail right there is because ultimately that's what you're dealing with. They're practicing these arts in secret while you ain't looking. If a bitch can't do it in front of me, she bet not do it behind my back, bro. these same women are so well taken care of and entitled that they can practice these arts behind your back and also turn right around and hex you, curse you, do things to fuck with your productivity out here. And it's cool. Everyone accepts it. They clap, they laugh, they smile. Shit, some of them can even destroy you. And everyone's gonna clap, laugh, and smile. And just call it good. He deserved it. Did I mention the plumber? Now, I'm not the smartest man in the world, but I would tend to think that if there's a real thing called karma and, debt and so on and so forth, that half you hoes would shut the fuck up because you've already um, relieved of life churn that would have come from you. That's a big debt right there. But it's more like a wanted destruction. Well, you know what? They right. I want what you want. I want destruction too. But this time destruction of people like you. Letting these deceptive, ritualistic bras that practice all kinds of shit when you ain't looking, going into their little closet or whatever, they ain't always praying. They're not always praying to Jesus. No, hell no. Some of them, yes. The majority, no. They're practicing their art. And there's nothing you can do about it outside of stop fucking with them. But me personally, I want the same thing you want. For all those that practice that shit, I want destruction too. But I just wanted to view. That way the man can be left in peace to build. And create something that looks way better than what the fuck we got here. Now, another point I want to bring up in the movie, right? The bra said it's just a game. In the beginning, they knowingly summoned this foul thing, right? That was extremely powerful from like the ass crack of Satan from hell, right? And then they got mad when they said, "Nope, I'm gonna do what I want up here." And ain't shit you can do to stop me, save yourself, none of that. They were like, "Oh, but it's just a game." This is the modern woman. They let their sons mutilate themselves to the way they appear more feminine, then turn right around when little Billy that became Belinda, whatever the fuck, decides to remove themselves. Like, mourn him. No. They destroy their own children, bro. And they do it with no problem. They destroy their own children. One of the wildest things I've heard said so far from a client was, my child can name themselves when they get older. And it included gender. Like, y'all ain't helping. You think this shit is just gonna work itself out? As educated as some European folks may be, the vast majority ain't, and they're ignorant. I've seen enough of them, dealt with enough of them. They're ignorant. They believe that this thing can just work itself out. It's gonna work itself out. Nah, nope, no, it's not. This type of madness doesn't just work itself out. There has to be a firm stand against this or that. and they refuse to do it. And the AB Dub is definitely following suit. And like, yeah, man, whatever they said type shit. We don't know what a woman is either. Bitch, you a woman. Make it make sense. They would rather hold to that sister girl code or whatever vows they made to that coven that they shouldn't have been in the first fucking place than just deal in the reality. That lets me know these hoes eating too good. A person that's starving ain't worried about no fucking code. A refugee ain't talking about code and this, that, and the third. They just trying to get the fuck out of wherever they coming from. This world has been made too comfortable to where this is even a fucking thing. Also in the movie The Broad, once she finally got hemmed up or whatever, and she had to face the reality of being responsibility for what, well, the bras, let me say that, when they had to face reality and the responsibility of what they did, they broke. They ain't even fight back no more. When the end came, they was like, whatever. Guess it's over. No backbone. None. To me, the movie showed that you rather expire than take responsibility. But that sound about right. That sound about right. That sounds like the average APW. I like what my brother Machismo said. He was like, yo, I done dealt with chicks, black, white, so on and so forth. Didn't matter. I always had an auntie or a cousin or, well, shit, in my case, for my family, grandma, that brought all the women into the coven. But I also got to remember the story I told about Diamond, where it was the grandma that brought all the women in the family into the home. It's just one big ass loop of fucking dysfunction. And the moment as you would, and with the moment you as a strong man point that shit out, you the bad guy, right? You done wronged them in some way, and now they wishing and hexing and so on and so forth on you. Praying to their goddess and all that other bullshit on you. But that same bitch be right in church on motherfucking Sunday talking about Jesus. A lot of our brothers don't think that this shit actually happens, but it does. A lot of our brothers also don't think that this shit, well, the same shit that happened to the plumber can't happen to you. My nigga, it can. It can. It fucking can. One of the biggest misconceptions that we have as men is there's a thing called bulletproof and waterproof. Those are lies. Spit enough rounds down range, it'll eat through that armor. Stay down there in the ocean long enough, that water gonna come in. No one's immune from getting hit with allegations or whatever, like the plumber, bro. I don't give a fuck who you are, what you are. Prime example. Didn't Trump just get hit with some allegations? Then he had to work his way about that. And you ain't got nowhere near the money he got. I try not to say it because I don't want to come off ignorant, but let's just keep shit a thou wow. You niggas got that kind of money? Because he got that kind of money and title, and he still got hit with some allegations. They could have sent him to prison forever. No one's above it. Now, I'm not saying you brothers turned a blind eye to it, but some people did because they feel like they're above them allegations. You know, that light-skinned nigga privilege type shit. But I'll leave that there. Ultimately, we're in America because it's a business. Everything has to function and operate like a business. And if your business does harm to me, I can do harm to you. Per the system's rules. These bitches, feel like you think like and believe you can't do no harm to them, but they can do all the harm to you. And then on top of that, they can use your other brothers at times to do harm to you too, right? And some motherfuckers gonna be stupid enough to go for it. The things they do behind our back when we ain't looking ain't quite what you think. They probably having a lingerie party. Nah, they doing something else. They probably, having a fun trip. Nah, they doing something else. How do I know? I was one of them niggas on that cruise. I know how to get down. As a single man, I know. I know. I also was shown enough information that way I could recognize the signs of when bitches on some other shit, cause and most of these hoes on some other shit, they're not on some spiritual we all coming to Jesus shit. They're on some other shit. Anybody check out that Netflix and that Hulu yet? Using your girl's password and profile? These hoes on some other shit. The world we live in won't check them. It won't put them back in proper perspective. But even if it manages to do so, half you motherfuckers gonna come, y'all gonna come to the rescue. Let me say this, bitch. When you supposed to let that hoe suffer, let her burn. Let her figure the fuck out. Remove yourself from that situation. It wasn't never meant for you to be there in the first fucking place. We take shit like this light because it's not put on display in front of our face until it is. After that, you don't take it light no more. If you start doing your research right on covens and the way they work, the way they operate, who's in charge, and how many exist in America, and you start pulling up stats, numbers, statistics, you're gonna start looking at shit different. You're gonna start looking at yo junk different. Now, for some of us, that may be hard, but we're men. We make hard decisions all the goddamn time. They always have to sacrifice something before they get in. And it's got to be something of blood, something close. I'll let you come to your own conclusion on that. That great old movie, Halloween, Michael Myers, part of a coven. Somebody had to be sacrificed so the coven could retain its power. Michael just became the tool which they sacrificed, and everyone else. If it's all bullshit, then the movies will be made about this, bro. But as always, we 30 minutes in. I ain't gonna hold you. I just wanted to make sure I pump this last one out, because the more I dig, the more I find, and the more I find, the more I'm like, hell the fuck nah. Jeremy Hill is talking about it. Now I just started talking about it. But it makes so much more sense now why shit was going down the way it was going down. How you got your mother siding with your baby mother? It ain't cause that bitch she love that bitch or she care about that bitch. No, bro. It's a little something more going on. They done walked her on in. They done walked her smooth on in. She part of the coven now. Then to your mama really can't say much of shit any motherfucking way outside of what the fuck she promised to them people. She did the same thing to your pops. It's the same shit. It's the same fucking play over and over again. That's why I was like, yo, bro, the longer I'm here, the more disgusted I become with this place. Like, what the fuck? everything that we were told, dog, that shit was hella off. Like, yo, we got sold some bullshit. But I'll keep presenting evidence where you can see it for yourselves, do your own research, so on and so forth, bro. But yeah, they will never take responsibility for their actions. Becky ain't doing it because that's who the movie was about. But all I could think was Keisha. Soon as shit got fucked up, they start calling everybody, come help me. They done help. But they set forth the they sat right there and made sure the outcome came out fucked up. They made sure the outcome was gonna be a bad one. Then was like, I'm innocent. Nah, not really. Not fucking really. That's what Keisha do all day. The sassy trucker at that party, smacking a nigga drink out his hand. Oh boy could have slapped fire out her ass and head down into the oven. He didn't. That's what they do. They wish and bring forth all these fucked up ass outcomes, and when it happened, first thing they call it is you. Next question gonna be, what you gonna do about it? I'm of the opinion you let them deal with the issue. That's just me. Anyway, I got no one coming for you. Y'all brothers be easy. I'm about to eat these smoked turkey wings real quick and cut it off for tonight. Peace. God damn it.